Hey, traders and investors, welcome to another market recap session. It's the 12th of February, and as the title says, are you tired of not winning? So, what do I mean? Are you tired of not winning? So, again, we had a great, eventful day in the market today, and of course, as it is, there is volatility both ways. And what do I mean by that? You either go, volatility is either up or down. And today it's as we've been experiencing for a while now, it's been down. And I think if you've been listening to my videos for the past few weeks, actually, this has been in the offing for a while. I've been talking about the market's gonna sell off at some point. I think I did mention it, and I did say, look, the market has been refusing to break to the top. It's been refusing to break to the top. So what do we have? So hold on a minute. So let's just have a look. Where is he? Oh, sorry. I think I. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. I hope I'm still sharing. Yes, I think so too. So okay. So I'm just gonna move this away quickly so you can, yeah, hopefully you can still see my screen. Sorry about that. It's a tech thing. It gets clunky sometimes, but then I've got a few people told me you need to switch away from Zoom, but I think it's fine. Why not? Okay, so as we're saying, so where are we? So, we've been talking about this for a while now, and let's see if I can get the annotator working properly. Okay, so what you can see, been talking about the cues struggling to break the highs, struggling to break the highs, and now it's right here. So is it just going to keep moving in a range? I don't know, but let's see. Tomorrow, I hope we get a quick, great collapse right here, and then we can decide. So I'm gonna say watch out for 580 level, or just around that point there. We have been struggling. I think we're close to 700 and now close to just about below 600, which you can see right there. It's quite interesting actually. Year to date, 2.2. I mean, I sold my Qs last year. I mean, to be fair though, overall, we still have a great 12 month. But if the Qs have been doing better than you, you might as well just cut it out. That's number one. Number two, and the Bitcoin, the last 12 months down a third. Well, 31%, I mean, cut it to three. Amazon just can't get it right. I got all of them this year. And what we gain is just the euro moving against the dollar. Even the dollar has been crushing as well. I think dollar's lost about 10% of its value this year. I don't know if it regains strength at some point, but overall, generally, the Qs have been struggling. Again, what's going on with the VIX? Let's see the VIX. The VIX is, so I could say there's been volatility has been on the upside. And what can you see with volatility? The VIX has been, I think the VIX was at 20 at some point today. Not sure what's going on with TradingView. Come on, TradingView. Let's see you move up. Hmm. TradingView. There you go. Look at the VIX. The VIX is literally aggressively at 20. And this is a great move. I mean, the VIX is not going to be down forever. But look at the VIX though, the last 12 months. And year to date, the VIX is gained 18%. It's doing amazing. It's doing a lot better than the Q. So you might as well just be in the shorts, really. I mean, I saw a wonderful picture today. Is that from Robinhood? Let's see, Vlad Tenev, and hopefully he can paste on the wall here. And what did he say? He had his shorts on, and he said, "Shorts for our shorties." There you go. So that's the CEO of Robinhood, and that's all he had on today. But these things do happen, and he's aware there's going to be volatility on both sides. Are we still in the bull market? I mean, personally, I think we're calm. The market's calming down right now. We could see AI repricing so many things, and I think today when I was doing my markets pre-market notes, and I could just see everything is getting touched. Even GEO, which has got literally nothing to do we it's got nothing to do with AI as a REIT. It got touched. I think it was down 17% or so. Today, literally every department was touched. I'm not sure why trading views is so slow today or this evening, but yeah, can't seem to see. Yeah, oh, goodness gracious me, why is it just frozen? There you go. It's just literally frozen. I'll tell you, it's not my internet. Yet, Geo is down. It was down 15% today. Even Apple was cut heavily as well. I mean, Apple was down. I think when I was checking it earlier, Apple was down 5%. So in this case, all I can see is that the big money managers, they keep moving money away. I think there's something I'm going to talk about, yes, which happened yesterday, and which was we had a great job numbers report, but what happened? The market rallied and then it got sold out. So, this has been happening for a while. The market moves in, people get up, the market rallies up, but and then it gets sold out. I think all you need to understand is this is an opportunity. The market's been seeing this as an opportunity to get caught because people think it's an opportunity for them to sell out of positions. Also, you do not forget that February is usually never the healthiest of months when it comes to volatility. It's not great. So that's another reason why, another pointer there. I mean, there's quite a few screenshots I could share in terms of what's been going on after hours today. If you look at DKNG, instead of sharing screenshot, let's just see if uh, if TradingView behaves today, behaves this night, you could just be able to see the chart generally, DKNG, and what you see is, I think it was after if you have a bad report, you get punished heavily as well. So DKNG was down heavily after hours. You could see that there. It was down 15%. And what have you got today? It's about almost 30% down. The last 5 years, down 60%. This thing here, we thought Robinhood was eating their lunch, but right now it's just, it's just been cutting down aggressively as well. So DKNG, not great at all. Even Hood today after a paltry result yesterday, which they said, the what's it called? Their users who are not exactly making money from trading crypto. So of course, when the users don't make money, the degens, then of course it collapses. And one of the great insights I had was the money is now moving into the poly market, prediction markets. You know, money's got to rotate somehow, and Robinhood year to date is down 37. I mean, the last 5 years was 104, but this is really diluting the shares. You've got to understand you can't be a winner forever. Somehow things get repriced and then eventually before they keep moving. Palantir as well. Palantir is just can't catch a break. There was a time Palantir just kept going up daily. But look at Palantir now. Yeah, I mean, still great results over the last 5 years, 325%. But year to date, 23%. 12 months, still quite decent. But Palantir just can't catch a break, rather. Either it's just been on the downtrend aggressively. We also had Coinbase. Coinbase had a double miss. Earnings, revenues. It wasn't great at all for Coinbase today. And pardon me. The initial results was an aggressive sell-off. I could see this, but I'm saying tomorrow I think this is going to get a lot uglier. But look at Coinbase for the last 5 years, 53. But you've got to understand this is not really Coinbase's fault because why? Because if you look at BTC, I mean, BTC has not exactly been doing very well. And if Bitcoin is not, volatility is not in, if Bitcoin is not doing well, then of course all this is going to spill to Coinbase. I mean, look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is just, this is an ugly chart. He had a huge tiny bounce to 70 last Friday, but then he's just been selling up. I mean, this is just really messy, so that's another one. Another one I wanted to talk about was pins. I mean, things are not being forgiven at all. Any insight or slight of you getting a bounce, people just sell it off. I think right now the bears are aggressively winning. Pins again down tomorrow. You're going to be seeing waking up to over 17%, well, about minimum 70% loss again tomorrow. Even Toast had a great earnings for some reason, but guess what? It was just shellacked again, 5%. It was actually worse. It was about 11% before. But one thing I've got to say is that I think, okay, let's just quickly talk about this Rivian as well. I think Rivian had a great bounce. If you hadn't, I don't think it's sold off since then. We had Rivian, we had Arista. There's quite a few I can mention. Yeah, 14. But you got to understand, Rivian was at 20 earlier at some point in the year. Look at that. It was at 20, 2nd of January. Started off trading at 20. But now, and I thought Rivian's going to have a great 2026, but unfortunately, market says otherwise. So something I saw, there was an article I saw yesterday. It was all over X, and I put the link here, sorry, in the group as well, about AI. I think it's a very important article by, is it Matt? I can't remember the surname. Great article. I mean, I had my own spin on the article. One thing I'm going to say though is that, with the way the world is right now, we've got AI going on. Look, are you what are you going to be? Are you going to be a participant looking outside, or you got to say, this is another opportunity for you. The future is here right now, and it's up to you to be a partaker. Don't be a spectator, okay? You've got to find something that's going to work for you. Is it going to be as bad as people are saying? Look, I don't know, but it's your job to make sure AI is not taking your job. You've got to find a way to retrain yourself in something that's going to earn you proper skill and use a proper living, and it's up to you to make your life work for you. Okay. On that note, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Tomorrow is Friday. You know, end of the week. I'm sure many people will be glad to say we've seen the end of the week. But I think one more thing I've got to say is money's been rotating to value, which it's boring. People don't see that, they don't like that. Unfortunately, it works. It's as long as it works, you got to be able to diversify accordingly. Everyone is just getting tech. You want to get tech, you want to get tech. But look at that. Money's been rotating to value. Value's been fairly stable. I mean, it's right high there. However, also you got to look at Coca-Cola. Again, pretty value. Money's been rotating there. I was looking at ExxonMobil earlier today. I don't know why. It's probably just because it's late night, and that's why this, what's the word? It's been delayed. Trading view has been slow. This is actually off peak. It should be really quick or really fast. But anyway, money's rotated heavily into Coca-Cola. You could look at Coca-Cola right there at 79 heavily. Coca-Cola is not made to move aggressively like that. Money's been rotating to Pepsi as well. If this thing's not rotating so longer, I would like to go for a few other charts like that, and probably just look at I'm gonna look into Exxon. Look at that. That's a huge bounce. And I think once the market settles, this is the next guy to get attacked. They probably just get caught out at some point or somehow, and that's the way I think it's gonna be. Until then, this is people are gonna keep selling. People are scared. We've got quite a few big companies who've been decimated aggressively. You could see Duolingo. I don't even need I could make a list of 10 off the top of my head. I think today's winner, though, I forgot, it would have been a travesty if I don't mention today's winner, which was Fastly. Fastly was aggressively today's winner. I think over 70% hike jump he made. I think they must have had an amazing earnings. It was great. I don't expect it to instantly sell off. Look at that. It continues into tomorrow. So huge gap fill there from Fastly. But yeah, we'll see how the rest goes tomorrow. And I just wish everyone has a great day trading. And of course, take it easy tomorrow. The options are probably going to expire tomorrow as well. I think the next thing they are saying, I think they want to bring more stock futures, onto trading platform. Look, there's so many instruments releases, and new things that we are getting just to bring back volatility to this market. It's going to be fun. If you don't know how to trade, you got to find a way to learn this skill. But until then, guys, have a great night, and I shall see you tomorrow.